In 2000, Act 228 made medical cannabis legal in Hawaii. Today, medical cannabis patients and their caregivers are still prosecuted by the state of Hawaii.
The chemists press the pills while the hippies in the hills plant the next generation, grow the next strain.
We are the hiccup in the system. We're not going to stand silent. We're going to fix this, and we're going to do whatever it takes to make these guys stop picking on medical cannabis users.
We've got those hippies in the hills and them doctors scripting pills down in the valley below. Grab your horse and your vaporizer. Come on, let's go.
We opened the Alternative Pain Management Ku'uhonua Private Patient Collective. Ku'uhonua means place of refuge. We had general excise tax license, and we paid taxes. We followed state law and procedures for disposal of controlled substance. We followed federal law, Title 21, Code of Federal Regulations, Section 1307.21. The collective provided the means for its members who are qualifying patients to dispose of their excess medicine by putting it on consignment via transfer to another member who is in need of acquiring medicine. The collective allowed patients to acquire their initial plans to maintain an uninterrupted supply of medicine in compassionate use, which we believe fulfilled the intent of the law and was the way to stay in compliance with the law. It was not open to the public and was private. We had a thorough intake process conducted by a HIPAA-certified nurse. Members had to have ID proving they were 18 years of age, had to have a valid doctor's recommendation or card proving they met conditions of use for medical cannabis. Members had to sign to agree to state law, to agree to the Cole Memo, which was a federal memorandum from the federal government saying that states passing recreational or medical cannabis laws, as long as the states follow this memorandum, they wouldn't interfere. The state of Hawaii didn't incorporate this into the law, so we incorporated it into the policies of our collective. You had to sign a confidential statement to protect patients' privacy. We verified with the doctors that their letter of recommendation was real. All members' excess medicine on consignment was held in our bonded warehouse. Receipts were kept, a record of all cannabis that was transferred to the collective on a uniform warehouse receipt. All medicine was patient excess medicine that needed to be disposed of responsibly in order to stay in compliance with the law. It was placed on consignment in the warehouse and transferred to other patients that needed to acquire medicine. Members never bought or paid for cannabis. It was transferred for just compensation. Costs that patients transferring could justify, such as soil, fertilizer, electricity, time, pots, etc., but never the cannabis itself. This is shown by the low transfer cost of the medicine they transferred, and a transfer not being contingent on money. All operations of the APMP were conducted by registered cannabis patient members who were volunteers. No one was paid, and the collective kept a small percentage for paying taxes, operating expenses, and equipment for member use. Products were quality controlled through lab testing to ensure safety for sick and dying patients who were the bulk of our members. We had a MyDX and a gas chromatography machine to test all machines, ensuring they're clean and safe. Medicine was put in labeled, sealed containers, child-proof if need be. The labels had strain, weight, and stated medication in this package was transferred in compliance with HRS 329 medical use of marijuana laws. This is Exhibit 306. Minors were not allowed inside the collective. If certain members were suspected of diverting or if their recommendation expired, we we would exclude them from membership. We excluded several. Many patients who didn't have the ability to pay were given medicine for free, donated by myself, as you heard from my witness, George Clare. New members were provided a membership packet which contained information on our collective safe use of cannabis and state law. This is Exhibit 308. I was the first one to contact Seed to Sale in Florida and tried to get them to make an app for our collective. This is the same app that the dispensaries in our state now use. We got nationwide recognition. National Geographic came and did a special on us. Their documentary focused on Hawaii's meth and heroin epidemic and presented what I was doing with medical cannabis as a solution. People started to call. Who? Disabled, cancer patients, hospice patients. I don't want to go into it, I'll get to it. The collective was successful and helped members to have a safe and uninterrupted supply to safe access. Never made any money. All profits were reinvested for the benefit of the members.
You take your morphine and Demerol. Don't forget your oxycodone. You can travel, never leave home. I've got those hippies in the hills and them doctors scripting pills down in the valley below. Grab your horse and your flask and your vaporizer. Come on, let's go. Hippies in the hills.
All right.
All right, are we ready for the song?